Really taking an approach of we want people to be able to play Xbox on many different screens. Now, not every experience will be the same. We obviously love the native experience we have on our own platform and our own hardware, and that's something that will continue for us. But like, we're not going to put walls up around where people can engage with the great games our studios are building, or where they can experience Xbox through different forms, whether it's cloud, whether it's on PC, whether it's on handheld PCs, whether it's on phones. I want everybody to be able to play on Xbox. And it does mean more of our games shipping on more platforms, not just PlayStation. We love the work that we do with Nintendo. We love what we do with Valve on Steam. And that's going to continue. We'll just continue to do more of it because what we learn is put the games first. Make sure the games can be as great as they can. We love the experience on our own hardware, our own platform, but our games will show up in more and more places.
Opinionated_junkie super chat $2. Gotta respect the grift. Keep it up.
He got zapped, chat. King's
Indiana Jones has an exclusivity window, to be fair. Can you solidify that Starfield staying put for the time being?
No, like I'm not, there's no specific game that this kind of goes back to my red line answer. Like there's no reason for me to put a ring fence around any game and say this game will not go to a place that it would find players, where it would have business success.
History is made. Xbox officially third party. They represented PS5 in their own show. This is a first.
I'm gonna make this YouTuber disappear. It's gone.
Is concern in the community about, well, you're putting all these games on these other platforms. Why would I still want an Xbox? What is going to be the reason for me to want Xbox hardware when I can get that experience on another platform?
Yeah, I want people to pick hardware based on the capabilities of that hardware and how that fits into the choices they want to make about where they want to play. And we want our hardware to win based on the hardware capabilities that we have. I think the difference that we've seen in the last 20 years, and I think this is good because I come from building games, it's really game first, not platform first. Most of the games you and I will talk about run across so many different platforms. And those are the games that are having success. Those are the games that are at the top of the charts when you look at the most played, most successful games. And I want to build a platform that services those creators that are trying to meet people on every screen. But let's say, like our own hardware, I think it's fundamental to what Xbox is. It's not lost on me. I've said over and over that boxed is in the name of our brand. I'll say is in the position I'm in, I look at hardware as a critical part of what we do, but not trying to gatekeep the games off of other places for the benefit of it. Let's go build innovative hardware that people want to use to play, whether that's in their hands, whether it's on their television, or even other places. And I love our hardware team and spent some time with them just this week and the roadmap that they have. And I think we're learning a lot from this, like Steam Deck and what does it mean for our games to be there? ROG Ally, what does it mean? Lenovo, what does Xbox mean on those platforms? I don't think we've tuned it perfectly yet, and it spent a lot of time with the teams on that, but I want to make progress there. LG and the work we're doing with cloud, all of that helps us evolve our platform software. So we really embrace allowing someone to be a member of Xbox on whatever screen they want to play on.
Oh my God, yesterday was legendary. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Xbox sucks. Xbox got no games. PlayStation's better. That's what all you've been hearing. That's all you continue to hear in regards to slander for Xbox. Xbox ain't got this. They ain't got the juice. It's all about Sony. Sony first party. Blah, blah, blah. Well, as of yesterday, that narrative has officially went out the window. As of yesterday, Xbox games are trash went out the window. As of yesterday, we don't want that has gone out the window. Microsoft announced that their first-party games, of course, that they showed This included Doom, this included Expedition 33, the new Ninja Gaiden 4, which looked good, and Ninja Gaiden 2, which they stealth dropped on PlayStation 5 and everywhere else, of course. All these games are not only day one in Game Pass, keep in mind of that. They're day one in Game Pass. They're also day one in PlayStation 5 and, of course, PC. Now, in the midst of this, I saw the immediate reaction to this was hilarious. You had people trying to go, well, Microsoft is dead, vice versa. But I'm like, if Microsoft is dead, then if you're gonna say Microsoft is dead, but you're still buying the games, how could they possibly be dead?
Yo, how was your Friday? Mine was eventful. You know, it was Friday. It was a good time. Actually, Thursday night was eventful. I heard some things. I heard that King Thrash Gaming lost his channel now, and I feel bad for him. I mean, I know I look like him, sound like him, smell like him, dick big as his, but I assure you I am not the same King Thrash. I'm just stealing his name because his name had so much popularity behind it. And then he contacted me and told me, hey, tell these brothers this. I can't. He told me not to say the N-word. Or some people say N-bomb. You know, you can't say N-bomb because them little niggas gonna ruin this channel. Oh, sorry. I said it. My bad. But how was y'all week, dog? Nigga. I mean, brothers. Sisters. There was a lot going on, bro. There was a lot. You got Phil Spencer telling y'all what I've been what King Thrash has been telling y'all for the longest. He said he wasn't surprised at all. And it made me not surprised because he wasn't. And I trust his words, not Phil Spencer's. You had people walk up. There's so much to go over. We got to go over King Thrash's channel real quick. We got to go over all the things that are being said around it, different things that happened that I heard that King Thrash said about, you know, things. He gave me a list. His spelling, as usual, is bad. He blames it on the spell checker, but it's bad. But I'm gonna break it down for y'all just as much as I can. So let's go over these things one at a time and actually see the things that people ain't been talking about that's being talked about. Hold on.
Really taking an approach of we want people to be able to play Xbox on many different screens. Now, not every experience will be the same. We obviously love the native experience we have on our own platform and our own hardware. And that's something that will continue for us. But we're not going to put walls up around where people can engage with the great games our studios are building, or where they can experience Xbox through different forms, whether it's cloud, whether it's on PC, whether it's on handheld PCs, whether it's on phones. I want everybody to be able to play on Xbox. And it does mean more of our games shipping on more platforms, not just PlayStation. We love the work that we do with Nintendo. We love what we do with Valve on Steam. And that's going to continue. We'll just continue to do more of it because what we learn is put the games first.
20 years. 20 years. All right, more than that. Ain't it 25? 20 or 25. I don't follow them too close. That many years you've been in the gaming industry and you telling me that you just now learning that you got to put the games first. I wonder, what were you putting first for the past 20 years if it wasn't games? Why is the discovery of having games and putting them first just now happening after 20 years with y'all? $1 trillion company. And now all of a sudden, because we're starting to get your launch games. Because remember, see, I heard a lot of fans of other platforms that I am not fan of say, like, Oh, we're getting games. Do you see our roadmap? We got our roadmap in here and roadmap for years. Why are we happy to get games that were announced at launch? These are launch games. You have had nothing in between that. No, excuse me, let me not. You've had stuff, but you ain't got what you supposed to get. You getting everything late. I heard a guy. This nigga said that Xbox has now put out more games than PlayStation. It's like, wait, how do we get here? How do we get here? 20 years to figure out that games come first. And after 20 years and you start talking like this about how games are coming first, you decide to put it on the competing platform. Let me stop myself right there, because just got a text from King Thrash. He said that they ain't competing. They ain't in competition no more. It's over. Like, it's been over. It's been over for a very, very, very long time. There's a lot of information that came out with this show that people just aren't putting two and two together. The lines are crossed. You got to understand that it's a game that is being played, and now the whole cards are being shown. Y'all thought it was Activision. No. Activision is the safety net. Y'all thought it was Bethesda. Nuh-uh. No. It's their publishing that's really key. And like I put out video, well, I'm sorry. King Thrash put out a video a long time ago. I seen it. I was there. Right when he pressed send, I was the first person. I commented first. He even pinned my shit up. And it was about how Microsoft wants to be this third party conglomerate, right? That's what they want to be. Everybody laughed. Well, not everybody, but the detractors, the people, the reporters, I should say. And then, so now we got it now, and it's like, dang, this is around the same time. That video came out the same time that they were talking about this Ninja Gaiden was in development. We'll get more into that. What else was it?
Make sure the games can be as great as they can. We love the experience on our own hardware, our own platform, but our games will show up in more and more places, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. No doubt at all. Y'all spent a whole lot of money. The board wants a whole lot of money back. Y'all got a whole lot to do, because Xbox will never be successful on its own. Xbox the console, because now I guess we done changed. We done changed what Xbox is. We've forgotten that Xbox isn't a console no more. It's everything in between. I saw King Thrash talk to Gaz not too long ago on Gaz's show, and he was like, well, bro, like, these games are coming out worse on Xbox, and y'all celebrating it. They're putting these games everywhere, and they're coming out worse on Xbox. And they said, well, I'm going to play it on my PC. And I'm like, damn, well, is Xbox really that dead? It's already gone, bro. It's dead. And y'all now want to celebrate. Y'all want to call everything Xbox, like they told you to do. Like they told you. This shit has been in form for years and years. They've been tailoring y'all to easily go to other devices and still act like there's some sort of thing to brag about. There's nothing, and I mean nothing to brag about, if you don't have something to brag about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Indiana Jones has an exclusivity window, to be fair. Can you solidify that Starfield staying put for the time being?
No.
Just flat out no, bro. Just flat out no. That's the moment where he knew he fucked up. You see, he just now either left or lost his job at IGN. I don't know which one. And he thought that he was going to have, these type of meetings are going to be meaningless more and more and more. Phil Spencer is going to be meaningless more and more and more. That conversation is going to be meaningless more and more and more for channels like his. Because channels like his was about uplifting Xbox and Xbox consoles, and Xbox is going to win, and Xbox, the console. right? And now he's clinging on to, hey, well, is it safe to say Starfield is going to be? No, it's not. It's not safe. It's not safe to say that. It's going to come one way or the other. It's going to have to. I mean, what the fuck? But it's this is what it looks like to cling on to something. This is what the Xbox community is going through. Sadly, try to avoid it. Well, King Thrash tried to avoid it. I watched him do it. He's handsome. I seen him. And none of y'all, no. Now we gotta Phil Spencer. He literally came out like he's in the same clothes that he had on earlier, right in the same living room, all that. Like I guess they did back-to-back motherfucking interviews. It's not like he's like, oh, I'm gonna do it here and over there. He contacted them. They didn't contacted him. You know what I'm saying? And so he wanted to be able to get out to the masses that it's over and that expect more games. And so now, all those rumors about Halo and all that, you might as well just throw that out the door, bro. Like it's a wrap because Xbox fans don't buy anything. Well, they do, but they don't, right? Like they're talking about how, oh, these games are coming to PlayStation, but I got it on Game Pass for free. And I'm like, for free? What that mean? How did you get it for free? Like, is that free? Is it a free thing? It's starting to get to the point to where you got to say anything to kind of fit in a situation. And the fact of the matter is, you have no home until you get a home. And hey, you can always come to PlayStation. PC fans said there's no room for you no more. I don't understand why they're saying that. They don't have a platform to not like block people in rooms. Like you literally build your own platform and then play software on them. You don't really have control over who comes over there. You guys don't have clubs. You guys don't have communities like that. Y'all have just a bunch of homemade devices that aren't properly optimized as much as gaming devices are. And if people want to go over there to overspend for fake frames, and they will do that, is what King Thrash told me to tell you. Because, his channel's gone and not, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just relaying messages today.
He got zapped, chat. King.
Nah, not yet.
Oh my God, yesterday was legendary. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Ain't Ryan a professional PC guy now? Tonight he's an Xbox guy. Oh, now we're pro Xbox. Okay, I just want to be clear on where King Thrash's homie is.
Xbox sucks. Xbox got no games. PlayStation's better. That's what all you've been hearing. That's all you continue to hear in regards to slander for Xbox. Xbox ain't got this. They ain't got the juice. It's all about Sony first party, blah, blah, blah. Well, as of yesterday, that narrative has officially went out the window. As of yesterday, Xbox games are trash went out the window.
How is it as of yesterday? Didn't Call of Duty come out like a few months ago? Don't Microsoft own that? In fact, they own it more than they own a Ninja Gaiden, bro. Like, they don't even own Ninja. They just published it. Why did it take this direct? What in this direct is bigger than Call of Duty? I mean, all of those franchises combined aren't bigger than Call of Duty. So why is it that people like this on YouTube, the ones who can't find an identity properly, why is it that they always got to make up narratives in order to make content? You ever notice that shit? You ever notice that shit, man? Like, it's always a made up narrative. Now PlayStation fans are I guess jealous? What's he got to say?
Microsoft announced that their first party games, of course, that they showed, this included Doom, this included Expedition 33, the new Ninja Gaiden 4, which looked good, and Ninja Gaiden 2, which they stealth dropped on PlayStation 5 and everywhere else, of course.
Expedition 33 and the Ninja Gaiden games are not first party, by the way. I just had to cut in and make sure that, I mean, the way he talked to his people is one thing, but I just don't want y'all to get no bad information. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already confused on what they like. Damn, he Xbox today, but whatever. Like, you know, those aren't first party games. The only one that's a first party game is Doom. That's it. The other ones, they're not first party games. They're second party, which is Ninja Gaiden because they published it, but they don't own the developers. Exhibition, I don't know if they published it, but if they did, it's second party, and if they didn't, they're third.
All these games are not only day one in Game Pass, keep in mind of that. They're day one in Game Pass. They're also day one in PlayStation 5 and, of course, PC. Now, in the midst of this, I saw the immediate reaction to this was hilarious. You had people trying to go, well, Microsoft is dead, vice versa. But I'm like, if Microsoft is dead, then if you're gonna say Microsoft is dead, but you're still buying the games, how could they possibly be dead?
What do you mean? How can they possibly be dead, bro? Like, how can Microsoft be dead? Nobody ever said Microsoft was dead. We're talking about Xbox. Xbox, the console, it's dead, bro. They are third party. There's no reason to buy an Xbox console. That's why people were asking Phil Spencer, what's the reason to buy an Xbox console? And he answered with this.
There's concern in the community about, well, you're putting all these games on these other platforms. Why would I still want an Xbox? What is going to be the reason for me to want Xbox hardware when I can get that experience on another platform?
Yeah, I want people to pick hardware based on the capabilities of that hardware and how that fits into the choices they want to make about where they want to play. And we want our hardware to win based on the hardware capabilities that we have.
So that's what they want. They want to win still, right? They want. He just said it. That's. I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if you're thinking about seeing it. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to reply to this and correct the stuff, right? Because I'm trying not to cuss no more. King Thrash told me that, don't cuss. So I'm trying not to cuss. But that bullshit that you fucking just said, are you going to correct it? Because you're telling people shit that don't make sense. And that wasn't like you at first. So I don't understand why you got to say all that. But they still want to sell consoles, even though they're not. They didn't even say consoles. See, I'm even mixing it up because I want the keywords to say where the keywords are. Hardware, and hardware don't mean consoles, but they want to sell it for the capabilities and all that. Well, Xbox Series X is 12 teraflops of power, more powerful than the PS5. It has stuff like quick resume and whatever else bullshit that they showed y'all, and just it didn't sell. So you want this? How does that make sense if you're putting your games on other platforms and they play better, look better, and run better on other platforms? How are you going to sell your hardware? He's still not answering the question because there is no answer. They're just going to get rid of the fucking hardware and use somebody else's hardware and hope that helps alleviate the issues that they have with money making in the gaming business. That's what it is.
History is made. Xbox officially third party. They represented PS5 in their own show. This is a first.
I'm gonna make this YouTuber disappear. It's gone.
Not gonna lie, that is a good bit right there. That's a good bit indeed. Yes, the King Thrash Gaming channel has been shut down permanently. Might be able to get it back, but might not be. I don't care either which motherfucking way. You see what King Thrash told me to tell you little niggas is, he not a YouTuber. So losing the channel doesn't really affect how he feels about gaming or his life or anything like that. Because all I do is talk gaming anyway. But one thing that he did emphasize, the thing that he didn't like was the fact that these little bitch ass niggas went and got his channel terminated for absolutely no reason. They said that King Thrash was harassing them. Even though I can look up King Thrash's name and see so many people harassing him, it's strange that they wanted to come and harass him. And he said that for a minute there, he thought that the usual suspects were the ones who did it. But then he also thought, like, wait, couldn't have been them. And the reason why it couldn't have been them is because them are the same motherfuckers who depend on his shit to make content on in the first place. Not really depend, but that's a form of conversation that their crowd knows to, hate. It is what it is. So who did do it then? Well, it's the PC niggas. That's who did it. It's the PC guys who went and attacked this guy's channel saying that he harassed somebody and did it in droves, to the point that he didn't even get any strikes or anything like that. He was watching YouTube, he told me, and the channel just went off. Like, the whole thing just went off and said, he said he thought his internet died or something at first. So after doing some checks and stuff, he figured that it was suspended or something, but then got an email saying that it was terminated. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. There was no prior violations. There was no channel or no video that had some kind of crazy recklessness to it to be just deleted like that. But that's what happens when they do mass harassment suits or whatever the fuck they want to call it, harassment complaints and reports. But the type of people who would do that would only be those of the soft-hearted PC peoples. See, they always took what King Thrash, and it hurt their souls. And King Thrash started to find out who was doing certain things and what, when, why. And at one point he was going to blame others that didn't really deserve the blame. It's the people who watch those others. Some, have brother problems. The others have, marital issues, sexual confusion per se. It's not their fault. It's more the fault of how they conduct their conduct. You see, they deal with a real sensitive group in the PC guy or the Xbox guy that's transitioning into PC, an Xbox trans per se, that have this insecurity about them. And because they have that insecurity about them, they will go to drastic measures and think that it's funny. That's just how they get down over there. It's just how that content is. They think that unnecessary negativity is funny, or just negativity with no context or frame, it's funny. And so they thought it would be funny to decimate the channel, and they did that, and I give them an applause for that shit. But he gives no fucks about really what happened. He gives a fuck about what was lost, and that's a lot of time, not from what his channel is, not from what he's done on his channel, but from what people have offered the channel. Everybody on the round table in the years together that we, changed the game, per se. And I know that sounds arrogant, but it's fucking true. The things that the round table has done for the gaming community is different than other people do for the gaming community, because most of these guys are just for themselves. You just seen it with Big Cloud. He's transitioned into his fourth personality now. You see it with other people, and I'm not saying that it's bad for Bit. Whatever Big Cloud wants to do with his channel, hey, do that. That's your choice, bro. I have no issue with it. But that's just what you're offering the gaming community, and a lot of people are just offering things to find themselves or things to benefit themselves. They don't really offer the game community much of anything. Whereas the roundtable, we ain't no monetization. There ain't no thirst for memberships or fucking super chats. There's only facts. And because we brought those facts so harshly, people hated us. Small channel, small YouTube podcast had some of the biggest channels talking about them. We brought everything from music to being the only channel to put David Jaff in his place. And I'm not even talking about what Sick Tit did to him. I'm talking about just in total. I've watched Jaff decimate people left and right. I think he just finished decimating, oh no, that wasn't recently, but like Gaz got decimated and people were showing that recently about how smart he is, but he could never outsmart the round table. You know what I mean? And he's admitted as much as to saying that, you know, anybody ever debated with, you guys were the ones who, you know, put it down. You guys are the ones who were intelligent enough to keep up with how I get down. Or the whole ambassador thing where we had the entirety of the internet calling themselves ambassadors. People with bigger YouTube channels than us, people with bigger platforms and fucking podcasts than us were putting ambassador in their name after we did it. We were the ones that blew that shit up. We were the reason that shit shut the fuck down. Us, the round table, this small lowly channel that nobody don't like. We are the ones that had Digital Foundry bend the fucking knee. And I say we even though it was me, but I still say we because it was the conversations that after that even made it worse for them. We went through that shit together, nigga. Any problems that we had, we all had. I had it, we had it. Draco had it, we had it. Sick had it, we had it. We all had it if somebody else had it. We ain't never had a falling out. We ain't never kicked nobody off a fucking podcast for no goddamn reason at all. Everybody can come and go as they please. We were literally for the community. We still are literally for the community. Roundtable isn't going to go anywhere. As long as I can tell. Shit, Roundtable will go nowhere. You know? And you know, we are, there are words being said, you know, but like I said, I'm not going to talk too much to the public about what the plans are and what's going to go on. I just want motherfuckers to understand that y'all took away a whole lot from the community, not from me, but from the community. The only channel with a library of gaming music that you can choose from. You can still go to Sick. I'm not saying Sick don't. Sick is the one who invented the shit. But in the round table, like before we start our videos, literally you can choose what song you want to hear, and it's there in a play. It was there in a playlist where people were listening to working out in the gym, whatever. But it was literally gaming based music. You know what I'm saying? And again, you can go to Six Channel and get that too. I'm not saying I invented it. I'm just saying that because of him, he added that to the round table. You know what I'm saying? He the one that fucking invented that shit, not me. But he's part of the round table, bro. And that's something that we put time in to deliver to you guys for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that type of stuff there bothers me, because it's like the work put in for the community that nobody else does. We've done it. You know what I'm saying? We've done it. You know what I'm saying? The fucking channel had 5,000 subscribers on it, and fucking Kroby Cat is watching me. You know, I don't know if y'all know who Kroby Cat is. Motherfucker got, I don't even know how many millions of fucking subscribers, and he fucking shouted my fucking shit out. Like, just shit like that. Because it was like the truth sees the truth, and everybody loves fiction. And because everybody loves fiction, my channel was never going to grow the way it should have. It was always going to be at the bottom. It was always going to be an uphill battle. Simply because the truth isn't entertaining to people until we say it. And because we say it more entertaining than the people who lie, they hated us for it. And because they hated us for it, we're here now. But they're going to hate us even more when they figure out that this don't really do anything to us. Like, what have you really actually done but take away from the community? Just because you're insecure about the truth is being told here? Just because you don't agree, even if you don't agree and you think it's false and shit might even be false, do you feel like you did something? Because I feel like you did nothing. I didn't lose no sleep. I didn't lose no thoughts. I didn't understand why it was done in the first place. I could see if it was when I was actually like going at people and, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm like chill the past fucking couple of months due to my new job. But I guess if I say a couple of things about the 5090, or if I say a couple of things about Xbox, it gets a certain type of person into a bunch, and they try to figure out a way to attack people. And I guess they figured out a way to attack. Now, I was told by an Xbox nigga that, or King Thrash, fucking out of character already. King Thrash told me that Risket the Biscuit came and told him some shit like, you need to change your name to that undefeated to defeated, or take undefeated off because you've been defeated. I'm like, well, how am I defeated? Well, because somebody lied and got my channel fucked off, or somebody came and reported some shit and got my channel. That's not defeat. That's actually being the winner, because the people who defeated you needed to go so low that it's taboo for other people. And again, I'm not saying that Alex and Fratanga themselves orchestrated it. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying that anybody. I'm saying that I know that it's viewers of channels like that, and it wasn't because they said, "Hey, you should do this" or "You should do that." It's more just that's the type of crowd that they have. The motherfuckers need to be more careful with who they do that with, because retaliation is a motherfucker, and that's shit that I can't control. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can't control what happened to me, I can't control what happens to y'all. And if you need to talk to y'all people, because if it becomes like that, then it's gonna hurt y'all to lose y'all channels. It ain't gonna hurt me a bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, like I said, I don't want motherfuckers to think that that's some sort of threat. It's not. I'm just saying that you gotta be careful, and that's why I'm saying it here. I implore motherfuckers to do not do it back to nobody. It's not that serious. These motherfuckers need this shit to eat. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I can always make more content. It's all good. But I can't help what motherfuckers do, because those PC type dudes that they got over there, those fake Xbox dudes that they got over there, they're real sensitive. But console players are revenge types per se, type to hit the lab and get better just to smack on you type deal. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get to that, because that's not a place where we need to be in the gaming community. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers do need to be more careful with how they well, at least understand what type of content you're peddling. You know what I'm saying? Don't change it. I'm just saying, understand what type of shit you're peddling, and the shit can turn into something that it don't need to turn into, as far as the health of y'all channels or my channel, as you can see. Right? So just watch that shit, bro. Watch that shit, because it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool for nobody. It doesn't help nobody. How much y'all taking away from the gaming community? Not those two, but the people who did this bullshit. As much as y'all taking away from the gaming community, and then call yourself part of the gaming community, is laughable. But other than that, King Thrash says everything is okay. Everything is all right. Hopefully we can get a stream up tomorrow, really talk about it with the roundtable, and then more than likely start doing the roundtable on the roundtable channel, so this doesn't happen again. Because the main concern, there's the whole reason why the roundtable has its own channel, is because the main concern for me is, or for him, is to not have the roundtable fucked with over some shit that the main channel did, you know, or I can't even call it beef, because like I said, it's just, I get hate mail all the time. I get hate messages all the time, but I don't know. It's just weirdo. You know, when weirdos go on attack, they go on attack. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, like I said, you know what I'm saying? We'll look out for the roundtable. We'll talk more about it. We'll go more in deep into it and all that shit. I also want to go deeply into the whole publishing thing, because that's way bigger. Like, I could have made this video 3 hours long. I could, but I'm really just using this video as a test. You know what I'm saying? To see if it uploads to begin with. But I really want to get into Microsoft Publishing. There's a bigger picture that was drawn with that. All the cards have been shown now. Like, this is really what they're after, really what they want. And I can't say that it's bad for gamers until it gets bad for gamers. I just don't trust Microsoft to do something that's great for gamers on purpose, or not to say on purpose, but without a underlying factor that's going to try to make them make more money than they would normally make off the same product or products or whatever the fuck. But the publishing you need to pay attention to, and I say that because you need to look at who they published. You need to look at how long that publishing development was actually going. Look close at that. You need to look close at what Satya Nadella said And what Phil Spencer actually said, I was gonna put it in this video because he said it in one of these clips about empowering developers to put their games everywhere. You see, if they become one of these publishers and they have the money to be one of those publishers, another key thing that you can't forget that they talked about was margins. That's what the CFO had talked about last year, if I don't remember, or almost 2 years ago. They were talking about Xbox needs to get a higher profit margin from their shit. And the way they're going to do that is through publishing. And now you're going to start seeing, Ninja Gaiden is one of them, but they have a relationship with these guys. But still, they're going to start, instead of buying, they should have done this from the jump. Instead of buying shit, and I said this when they fucking bought it. I'm like, they didn't need to buy Bethesda. They didn't need to buy Activision. It made no sense. Why didn't they just publish a game? And that's what they're doing. They're starting to publish games and put them on all platforms, collect 70% from all platforms instead of 100% from the lowest money-making platform. And so that's what they're doing. So you're going to see more games come to Nintendo. You're going to see more games come to PlayStation. You're going to see more games come to PC and everything else. They're a third-party company there, but they're a third-party publisher. They're going to want to be known more than that. The Xbox name is no longer going to be about the console. It's going to be about the name of the publisher. They call it, like, it's Xbox Studios Publishing. All right. So they published this game, and they probably gave this game more money than they gave the games that they had came out for the Xbox to begin with. Not to mention them paying Sony to make a game better than what's going to be on their console. Should let you know just how much they don't give a shit about this hardware. They're going to want the cloud, bro. They're going to want their best versions to be in the cloud because that's what they're going to want to push. That's why he said that we want to push the best stuff and the most features for our platforms. But he said digital platform. He said fucking, like, he was saying all type of shit. I'll break it down even more either in another video, but we'll also talk about the shit on the roundtable. We got a lot to talk about on the roundtable because it's a lot of things that need to be said. But yeah, using this as a test. Hopefully let me know how it goes. And hopefully shit can get back to normal or not. You know, this video might not even go through. So we'll see what it does, see how it goes, see how tomorrow goes, and then we can go from there. This ain't King Thrash Gaming, so don't subscribe. You know what time it is. Or like and subscribe. Do I need it? He needs it. We need it. We need that shit, nigga. Please. They took everything. They took everything from me, my nigga. Everything. Everything. Nah, for real though. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, then don't. And if you subscribe but don't want to subscribe, unsubscribe. I've never wanted a channel to where people are here that don't want to watch the content that's available. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate all y'all done. Appreciate all the support that was given out. I'll give my shout outs tomorrow. I got a lot of shout outs to give out, so I'll give my shout outs tomorrow on the podcast. And then we can go from there. Shout out to them coward ass niggas who got King Thrash's channel deleted, man. It's crazy. It's what it is, dog. Thumbs up, nigga. Good job, nigga. Come through. Fuck ass, coward ass, bitch ass nigga. I can't wait to put out some new music on this motherfucker. Let's go.